Do we need an intro?
Our intro
Is
our outro. And our outro is our intro. Clip that and use it on both.
All right, bet.
And then they'll realize it.
And then they'll just
yes.
realize it.
Dude, you don't get it?
No, because I think the intro is
You don't get it?
No, I don't know what you said.
He's still trying to figure it
The
out.
podcast is just a Christopher Nolan movie.
Exactly.
So
Deej.
I don't know about y'all, but I there's some tropes in movies and TV that I love.
Yes.
And I've realized that one of my favorites is the old man that has to get revenge. Like,
Okay, example.
so this weekend I watched 2 movies by the same director, Martin Campbell.
Okay,
If you don't know who Martin Campbell is, he directed Casino Royale.
great movie.
So probably the best James Bond movie, in my opinion.
It's a great one.
Either that or Skyfall.
Skyfall's my favorite, but continue.
He directed 2 separate movies, one with Mel Gibson and one with Jackie Chan. The one with Mel Gibson's called Edge of Darkness. That movie is about a Boston cop whose daughter gets shot. Yeah, that's just rude.
Honestly, yeah, at that point.
His daughter
That's
gets
what's up,
murdered,
politics.
and then he has to go. It becomes a whole government conspiracy. And then the one with Jackie Chan is his daughter dies from a bomb. And it's from the IRA, who's like the Irish terrorism.
What movie is this?
It's called The Foreigner.
When was it? When did it come
The
out?
Foreigner.
Like 4 or 5 years ago.
Jackie Chan's in it, you said?
Yeah, it's so good. Like if you've when you think of Jackie Chan, you think of like action comedy,
Martial arts, yeah.
Yeah, where he's like,
Kicking ass.
oh, I don't want any trouble, but he's like kicking everybody's ass. Well,
Of course.
in this movie, he wants all the trouble, and he's still kicking everybody's
He
ass.
wants all the ass.
Like it's so good.
Old man wants revenge. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like he finds her body because he drops her off to get her prom dress or whatever. And then the bomb goes off in the building. And so he like finds her body, and then he goes to the embassy and is like, give me the names of who did the whatever. And he keeps he goes there every single day and just sits in the lobby. And he's like, give me the names. Like, I'll wait. Give me the names.
I like this.
And they don't give it to him. And he knows his government's already corrupt. This is in England, and it's
Sounds a little familiar.
but he puts like a pipe bomb in the bathroom.
Sounds really familiar. Holy cow, dude!
But
What
he's
is going on?
And then he does one of the politicians or whatever. He puts a bomb in his car, and then one of the security guards stops it, and he puts a note in there that says names. And he's just like, I want the names. Like, it's so good. And what's cool about it is because it sounds like, he puts up a bomb, and like he sounds like he's kind of like an anti-hero or whatever, but he doesn't kill anybody. He doesn't kill anybody that doesn't deserve it. So he just beats up
So he's
dudes.
Robin Hood, but murder.
Well,
Real quick,
no.
Is DJ's mic picking up off my mic too?
Yeah, I mean, slightly, but not enough to matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's beaming, but
Yeah, it's fine. I got you.
it was a little higher than ours. But that's fine. It don't matter. I just want to make sure. Anyways, I'll check it out because the movie because Squid Games is over.
Yeah, it's a good movie. And then I watched Nosferatu. That
I've
movie's
never seen
amazing.
it.
Well, it just came out. I've never seen
Never seen that. I just saw the Gladiator 2.
Yeah, I was kind of late.
Yeah,
it was
and
kinda
it
late.
Like,
Like it.
yeah. And,
Oh, I watched the first one. Never mind.
oh, you didn't even see the first one. What the?
Wait, you haven't seen the
I
first one?
watched
or
the
you've
first one.
only
No.
watched the first
I only watched the first one.
one? You didn't like the first one?
Yeah, it was okay. I fell asleep halfway through because I was tired. My dad was like, "We got to watch The Gladiator." I was like, "Dude, I'm exhausted." And he's like, "We got to watch it." And I was like, "All right." And I fell asleep like an hour later. It was good up until what I watched, though. I just don't think I'll ever finish it.
It's like one of the greatest movies ever made.
It's really good.
Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that good.
You know,
It was crazy, though. the whole story of it was nuts. The first hour.
I don't fall into the category of I think it's one of the greatest movies ever made, but it is a phenomenal film.
I just have a hard time not saying that because there's no other film in that category that is even close.
I guess in that category, yeah, because
What category is that?
fighting,
Like swords and sandals type of genre.
You're telling me there's not another what?
like a Mortal Kombat type, but like.
What?
I mean,
You ever see the movie Mortal Kombat?
Which one?
The I don't know.
fatalities. Gladiators
I don't know.
all cutting their heads off. Fatality.
Well, the one from the 90s and the one that they made during COVID.
Probably the one during. I can't remember. I watched a Mortal Kombat at my buddy's house.
Was it
And
modern?
it felt
That was
felt
probably the one
recent.
they
Yeah.
did during COVID.
What's that old karate movie where it was like
Karate Kid.
no, it was like they were making fun of like karate movies or whatever. And there's like a scene where he gets kicked out of a window or something. He's rolling down a hill for like a hell
Kung
long.
Fu Hustle?
Yeah, where he's like ew or whatever his chin and
I
stuff.
don't think I've seen it, but I know
dude,
what
that
you're
movie's
talking
so funny. That movie had me so dead when I was younger. I watched it a bunch of times with my brother. It was a good one. Kung Fu Hustle. Yeah, that's right. That's a
I
classic,
think that one
dude.
actually has good
Hustle.
actual stunts and fight scenes too.
Yeah, it's got both from what I remember. Yeah.
I like that. But Gladiator 2,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah. Meh.
I don't think it really justifies its existence. Because
Yeah.
you end up in the same spot
It
where
was-
you ended the last movie.
It was
heard it was-
entertaining, but it wasn't. I didn't love it. It wasn't great.
Did you guys see? I'm pulling us way off topic here
Let's do it.
because I really want to
Sure.
talk about this.
Talk about it.
But
Yellowstone.
did you guys see
Oh.
that the press secretary announced about the drones today?
Oh dear God. No.
You guys didn't see that? So Trump, when he was signing executive orders the night he got elected, right? The night of the inauguration, he's in his desk, blah, blah. And then one of the reporters said, do you know about the drones? And he was like, let me find out right now. And he said, he pointed to someone, he said, I want you to find out about the drones like right now. We need to tell people what's going on. So she announces, the press secretary says, I have an announcement from Trump today. She's like, we found out about the drones. She's like, they were all FAA authorized. The Biden administration knew about it the entire time. They were approved to do it and surveillance and all this stuff. So they were just intentionally not telling everybody. How stupid is
Wild.
that? I know, dude.
So it's just surveillance?
Yeah, so they were doing it. It was pretty brief. It was like she talked about it for like 30, 60 seconds. But yeah, it was just they were doing surveillance. She said, but then what happened was people were getting interested, and then hobbyists were flying their drones, and it was getting way more. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, shit, dude, look at us. I mean, I was flying my drone up during that time because I was like, maybe I'll see another drone. You know what I mean? Because they were flying over Atlanta. But yeah, it was literally the Biden administration knew it was no big deal, but they're like, you know what? Fuck them. We're gonna let them be fearful.
Huh.
How insane is that? Like, why not just be like, yeah, no, it's us. It's just it's the
just be
FAA,
like,
not
yeah,
even us.
Like nothing to worry about. It's just us. Like we're
Yeah.
Like
Literally
it's super easy to say.
But the Columbia thing, dude, so much has happened since our last
so
episode.
much has
Holy cow.
happened since the last episode. Let's just start from election day, and
Yeah,
then
I like that
and
plan.
then just work from there.
Inauguration day.
Inauguration day. That's what I said.
Yes,
Um,
that is what he said.
The inauguration was pretty much like watching some sort of reality TV show.
Amazing.
It was wonderful.
You see Clinton in the background?
Absolutely.
Hillary Clinton.
I saw her once. I saw a clip.
All the people shaking hands with people, and everyone just, oh, what did they say? What's going on? Then Carrie Underwood saving the day with the.
That was tight though.
That was
sick. That was super sick.
Honestly, it was great.
You didn't watch the inauguration? No. Oh, dude. So like the
I watched
speakers
like 5
weren't.
minutes, and I was like, I don't. Why am I watching this?
Yeah, they were
it was
gonna
actually
sing-
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were gonna sing. I don't remember what.
God
song
Bless
it was.
America?
I think it
Was
was
that-
God Bless
yeah.
America. But they were gonna sing God Bless America, but the speakers were cut out right away, and they couldn't. They had no
heard
speakers.
about
So
that.
she was like, "Oh, she's like, why don't everybody help me out here?" And they started singing it together.
Yeah,
acapella.
and there
It
was
great.
already a choir that was singing something earlier in the thing, so they were in there, and then they started like singing with Carrie Underwood. So it was just pretty much like this a cappella "God Bless America." It was pretty
and you
dope.
had the military on the walls.
Yeah.
I mean, it was sick.
It
Dude.
was actually dope.
Yeah, it was
a
tight.
good. It was a America moment.
Yeah, and I think everybody realizes that we can take a fucking breath, like take a step back and breathe now. Even
Yeah.
the people who are like, fuck Trump or whatever, they hate Trump. Like, I think even those people are starting to realize, because even reporters,
no.
dude, even CNN,
No, I don't know. There are
even CNN came out and Trump hit on this. He's like,
Dude, I saw that, yeah.
CNN had said that I did I did more than any president on their first day, and like we've had an excellent week. And he was like, even CNN said that, and I was so surprised. But then I was like, wait a minute, how could anybody actually prove that CNN said that? Because nobody
nobody
watches CNN. It's super funny, but no, I mean, there has been a lot more positive feedback on Trump this
his
time around.
approval rating is higher now than it was at any point in his first term.
I believe it.
And I think he's like the only president to have that be the case, where you're within the first
early for an approval rating?
within the first, like, your first week approval rating is higher than any other approval rating at any point during your first term.
And you have them literally during the election. I mean,
Yeah.
approval ratings are there from the minute you sign up to
Not
be president.
for the elected president.
No. I'm saying, but during the election, they have approval ratings, and then that's also, I mean, that's what the the popular vote is essentially.
Yeah.
It's just an approval rating of America.
No, I'm saying he wouldn't have an approval rating if he's not the sitting president.
Yeah, he did before that. I'm saying all of them did. That's why. That's what
ongoing
that's what
one
essentially
while
the
he's not
popular.
in
No. It's they took his approval rating from his first week in office, and it was higher than his approval rating at any point during his first term.
That's what I'm. That's
Yeah.
what
Oh,
we're talking
I
about
misunderstood you.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you just clarify?
Yeah.
I'm already clear.
So Carrie Underwood sings "God Bless America." Then Trump speaks for like probably, I think it was like 45 hours.
At least.
Yeah, that inaugural address was like not an inaugural address, but it
was
was
great.
It was wonderful.
The Gulf of America. Hillary
Gulf
Clinton's
of-
in the back, just laughing,
Just
shaking
laughing,
her head.
shaking, everyone just it was great.
It's a power move.
And then the executive orders start being signed. Mm-hmm. What were the ones that caught your attention?
So let's see here. Some of them.
The big one for me is the JFK.
That was big. He's a JFK, Martin Luther King, and it's who's the other one?
JFK, RFK.
RFK. That's
Yeah.
right. It was RFK. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was RFK's Jr.'s dad.
Did you see when Donald
Insane.
Trump signed that executive order?
He gave the pen to him?
He gave the
Sick.
pen and said, "Give this to RFK
Started
Jr." Yeah.
tossing him out to the.
No, but
right?
when he went back to the office to sign the MLK one and RFK and JFK, he specifically with that pen, he said, "Give this to RFK Jr." and gave him the pen, which I thought was sick. But did you guys see the video though of the slow-mo version of the driver popping him in the face?
Wait, what? Oh, what?
JFK. Yeah. So there's a video. Going around Twitter, or on X after the files have not been released yet.
No.
Trump said it's gonna take like 45 days or whatever. But there is a video on X you can find right now that's slowed down and the screen's expanded now, where you can see the driver a lot more clear. And dude, it looks like he literally takes his pistol and pops JFK right in the head while he's driving, bro. One time in the neck and then one time in the
Where'd
head.
you find this?
Bro, you can look. Just type on JFK on X.
I'd have to find this because
It's
I
nuts.
studied.
Dude.
I studied heavily the like the Zapruder film, which is the footage of JFK's assassination, the only thing that there is of it, and I don't know.
I never saw it either, and I
don't know.
when I watched it, I was like, how like did I never? It's not easily. You can't easily watch it though. I'm not saying it's legit. I'm not saying
Sure.
it's not legit. I'm
But
just
it's an
saying,
interesting, yeah.
I'm just saying you can clearly see the driver popped up.
I'll have to watch it.
popping
I'll
right
do
in the
my
head.
own fact
Where'd
checking.
it come from?
Some AI technology.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it was AI.
Well, that's what
I
I'm
mean,
afraid
it could
of.
be.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
AI's not that good yet. I mean, that's.
I
It's
don't
not.
know, man. I've seen some.
Have you
some
seen
new
the-
stuff? With,
Voiceovers and stuff, yeah, but not like putting videos together like that. I mean, it's like even pictures.
I
Like
don't know,
Hobby
it's-
Lobby just got caught for selling AI photos. Did you see that? Because you can.
what?
There's little things. Yeah, Hobby Lobby's fucking having AI create photos and they're framing them and selling them now. on
That's
Hobby
actually
Lobby.
genius.
It is, but people are pissed, and so.
instead of stock photos.
But you
Like
can,
what?
yeah, but you can see because remember even stock photos they got to pay for. You got the. I mean, there's copyrights.
I mean, you got to pay for ChatGPT, so I mean, it's
Hell
not,
no, you don't have to pay for it.
well, I mean, the best version.
Oh yeah,
of
but
it.
I don't even know how much that actually is. But Meta,
It's
I mean,
wonderful,
Meta's,
actually.
you can make you images. I mean, that meta images are so funny, dude. Like I'll describe Mexico or someone like very in detail, like 5'9" Guatemalan man, balding with this, with a mullet or whatever, tattoos, playing video games, and it'll look, dude, like it'll look just close enough to him where it's funny as shit.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it is super funny. But yeah. So anyways, executive orders, that was a big one. The other one I saw though was he revoked the like 1950 or 1960s law because he's really
Yeah.
big on the whole merit-based thing where he's like, we're not, no more, none of that. You can't discriminate based off color or class or whatever, and some people were like, why would he do that? And I'm just like, dude, that was put in place in 1950. I can't imagine now that my wife is going to go apply for a job somewhere and get turned down because she's a woman. You know what I mean? Like we're just in a
Well,
different.
it's illegal now, so it's.
No, no. He revoked it. That's what I'm saying. That's what Trump. That's the executive order he went over because he's like, we're
No, but it
back
would
to
still
merit
be
based.
illegal to not hire based off of being a woman or being black or being Asian or whatever, right?
No, that's
That's
what the executive
discrimination.
order.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
no. That's the executive order so that was the law. The executive order he put in place revoked that. Revoked it. He's like, we're all merit based. He's like, if someone's a good citizen, you hire him, you fire him based off that.
I think we got another miscommunication.
Why don't you? Come on, dude.
I'm saying it would, regardless of that, it would still be illegal to not hire someone strictly because they were black or a woman or Asian or Hispanic.
But if that was the case, then why was it ever a law? Like, why was it? Why was it something he had to do an executive order on?
DEI is like
non-existent.
What?
DEI doesn't exist anymore.
The idea of it is you have to hit a quota and to make sure that everybody's included, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you take that out, it would like discrimination is still discrimination. Like you can't hiring based off of discrimination would still be illegal, correct?
I don't think so.
Yes, but all Trump did was get rid of the fact that they had to have a quota. You know what I mean? So
you talking about the DEI thing?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about DEI. This is something different. This is This is a law that was put into place in like 1950
Trump
or 1960.
made discrimination legal.
No,
That's exactly what you're saying.
Yes. No. Because
that's what you're saying.
No. People like you are going to make it sound worse than it is. What I'm saying is he realized that this was getting in the way of merit-based like workers and having good quality workers and shit because people are too focused on I can't fire this person because they'll say that. Put it this way: when we worked at AT&T, do you remember the girl Tamika?
Yeah.
Tamika literally went to multiple stores and would cause problems, and she told me this. And I don't know if she ever told you this, but I'm sure we talked about it. She would go to different stores at AT&T and cause problems to get fired or get kicked out of that store, so she could sue them and say that it was racist. Like she literally told me that, right?
Right. Okay.
So what Trump did was that's not possible.
Okay.
If you're a shitty employee, you can get fired. Yeah, it's a different time than 1950.
Sure.
Right? I don't think anyone's like, oh, this is a black guy. This is a Mexican kid. Get him out of here.
Now
maybe somewhere.
Now what DJ is saying is he didn't get rid of. Let's say you and DJ come to me for a job. You guys have the exact same qualifications, and I choose you simply because DJ's black and I don't want to hire him. That's illegal.
That
I
might
can't
be a
do
state.
that. That's illegal.
It might be a state law. I mean, shit, dude. Let's ask ChatGPT.
Because that's discrimination. You can't legalize that. That's fucked up.
But that's freedom of speech.
That's discrimination.
That's
executive.
What did the executive order that Trump?
Because I would be absolutely shocked. Yeah, that wouldn't pass either. Like he wouldn't.
Right.
Yeah, it has to go to Senate. Yeah, it has to go to Senate.
That wouldn't.
But it's an executive order.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind.
I don't know. It's probably
merit-based. All that is great. Like I think that's what most people really want. But that doesn't like making everything merit-based doesn't mean you cancel out like any laws that protect against discrimination. I think that's the disconnect we have.
Yeah.
I don't think it wipes out any
previously made discrimination laws.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there's tons of discrimination laws. So it says the executive order you're referring to is likely one signed by former President. No, that's not the one. Address discrimination and bias in the workplace. Blah, blah, blah,
that was just a couple of days ago.
However,
ChatGPT is not going to have that information.
That's right. You're right. X has to have it because X is current.
Yeah.
That's right. I totally forgot. Thank you, Carson. Gronk. Why would he name it Gronk? Dude,
Gronk.
Dude, Gronk.
It's bizarre.
Elon's a bizarre dude. And like the Hail.
We want to talk about it.
The Hail Hitler thing, dude, was wild. Why would he do that, dude?
Do you have a water bottle in your fridge? I'm going to grab one if you do.
You can check.
Can you get me one too?
Absolutely.
I got one, but not two.
I'm ready for this.
You can have one. He can't.
Oh, that's discrimination.
Whoa.
Got him.
Whoa. But yes.
There's one water bottle in here.
You guys can split it.
It's
well,
halfway drink.
You got a Coke. Maybe you guys will drink that.
You want a Coke, DJ?
I'll get one later. I'm good.
That's no.
Yeah.
And cutting all this out.
I don't know why X isn't fucking working.
Dead air.
Yeah.
Well, so Elon's. Listen, like, there's so many people that want to be like, he's showing you who he really is, or this is what we were trying to tell you, like, but he's just a weird dude. I mean, all of the behavior that he's like, I think a lot of people call it stimming and whatnot, where he's just kind of like doing all this, like looking around, and then when he was jumping up and down and waving his arms like he was doing jumping jacks.
Oh yeah, and then people saw he was doing like the.
He's just a weird dude. Like he's just a weird autistic dude that does weird shit, and that like yeah, obviously, I'm sure he looks back and he's like, "Damn, I wish I didn't do that." But there's videos of like politicians doing that.
AOC.
way down, like for a very long time, like grabbing their hearts and throwing it out. And it like I 100% understand how it looks. Like it doesn't look good.
No,
but when you're like the
but
motion,
context
of it
is
like,
key.
yeah. And when you're cutting out everything before and everything after, like I don't know, people. It's that derangement syndrome where it's like it doesn't, all logic aside, it's just confirmation bias is all it is.
And
People want something to be the thing that they believe to be so true that they will push aside any logic or reason or any context for it to fit their narrative, and that's just annoying because then you just look like an idiot. Because then you start looking like QAnon when you're doing like
you're telling me you don't want to start looking like QAnon?
No, I nah. Then again, all the Proud Boys got pardoned, so whatever.
Yeah, what would one of the funniest things is the hypocrisy, but Biden like pardoned his entire family.
Oh my gosh,
and Anthony Fauci,
and I didn't know about that.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't know about Fauci too.
Dude.
No, that's wild.
Yeah.
Whoa. But it was so funny because Trump did a similar thing, I guess, right before he left office the first time. And then everyone was like, I can't believe a president would do that. Yeah. And then now it happened and people aren't saying shit because...
Okay. Last week, Mr. Trump signed the ending illegal discrimination. Yeah, last week, President Trump signed the ending illegal discrimination and restoring merit-based opportunity executive order, repealing executive order 11246 from 1965, which mandated equal employment and opportunities and prohibited discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, national origin, or for federal contractors. So yes, it does prohibit it.
So Trump is getting rid of discrimination.
No, Trump is not getting. No, this is a 1965. You got to change the way you're thinking. This is a 1965 law that was put in place during the time where we had just come out of racism, right? Slavery. I mean, all of that shit, right? So that's why it was put in place. We're now 60 years down the road. Why do you know what I mean? I don't, like I said, I'm not denying that there's places in the world where sure there's racism, right? I guarantee it, right? I could probably drive a couple hours north and find a couple crazy, shitty people. But in most places, it's probably not the fact that a woman or a Mexican or a black guy or whoever is going to walk into a building for a job and someone's like, oh man, you're qualified, but you're black. You know what I mean? Like I just don't see it. And so that's why I think he was like, it's pointless. We're going back to merit. You see? Makes sense.
No, it makes sense. I don't think it wipes out.
It's for federal contractors only.
Yeah, I don't think him repealing that or getting rid of that wipes out all of the.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, you can't walk down the street and call someone, racial slurs.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like,
even though
I'm just saying it would still be, you could still sue somebody for not hiring you specifically based on your skin color, and you would win that case.
You could sue someone for dropping a pencil on your foot in the workplace, bro. People sue people all the time for shit.
You're missing the point. I don't think you're understanding me.
No.
We'll move on.
Anyways, it's federal contractors, so it doesn't even apply unless Bezos is federal.
It's if you're working for the government.
Yeah, which is about to get cut back anyways. Which he announced. I guess they offered like a pay thing today. Trump announced it today, where he offered like 2 million federal workers like a severance. They said he basically was like, y'all can leave and we'll pay you till September, and that's it. Like trying to get them to fucking leave on their own because he's like, otherwise your job is going to be gone.
He did that with Twitter too.
Yeah.
Who?
I think Elon did that same thing with Twitter.
Oh, maybe.
Anyway, so then all this shit happens, and then Colombia. Was it Colombia?
It was Colombia.
It was Colombia. Yeah.
I don't know all the details, but I know it was Colombia.
Yeah, they like. Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't it Trump was like, we're sending these guys over there?
He did send them 2 planes.
And then Colombia was like, no. And then Trump was like, okay, fuck you, 50% tariffs. And then they're like, oh shit, sorry. And then we'll take them.
Basically, but so apparently Trump had said that the president of Colombia had agreed on it with him to send those planes over. And so they sent those planes over, but then when they unloaded the immigrants, they were in handcuffs. And the president of Colombia was like, until you treat them like, citizens and not fucking criminals, we're not taking them. And so he sent the planes back. And Trump was like, they broke the law. They're not supposed to be
They
here.
are, yeah.
They are criminals. And so then Trump said, because of that, we're going to tariff you 25% on this, this, and this. And then Colombia, he tweeted to the weirdest dude. You guys need, after this episode, you guys need to go on X and look at just the president of Colombia's like tweets about it. It literally, I don't even know what dude, I don't know if he's on acid or what. Dude, just read it. It is
wait,
so,
no way.
Dude, I'm telling you, it is so weird. Like, it's just, I'll read it to you, dude.
Yeah, now I want to. Now I'm
It's
curious.
Dude, no, it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, he's talking about random shit. Like, I'm like, what in the world are you talking about? Like, I don't know what it had to do with, but he
Was
kept
it like
saying, Mr.
when-
Trump, Mr. Trump. Wow, some F-35 just crashed in Alaska right now. You see that?
Right this second.
Dude,
Oh, wow,
45
yeah,
minutes
no,
ago.
That's actually legit.
That's not good.
Yeah, I think it's.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
Facts.
We are breaking news, except for this will come out in 2 months. But
Crazy.
yeah, I think it's crazy the amount of stuff that's being accomplished and stuff I'm seeing in a week and a half of a presidency that I didn't see at all in the last one. You know what I mean?
Well, what's really impressive to me is what he did in North Carolina. He just
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
there for like a day and then gave everybody an apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like this hurricane was what, like 3 months ago?
yeah.
And like the Biden or Harris haven't done any. They gave him $750 and we're like, see ya.
Yeah.
And then Trump's like, here's an apartment.
Yeah.
So,
What was happening in
So much, bro.
in California?
The fires. He went over
Well,
there
yeah,
too.
yeah.
oh, he went
out there too.
Yeah.
He and
He
Newsom
went
talked
there.
to each other.
What?
There's
What?
so many funny.
He had a
photos
press
about
conference
that.
though with the mayor of LA.
Was that who it
yeah,
was?
and
I saw
called- yeah,
I saw
that's right.
bits of
That
that
was
press
hilarious.
Called
conference.
her out, bro, because
Oh, he roasted her.
because
that was
apparently, dude, he went out there to go see the people in LA also whose fires burned down their houses. And when there's the podiums there, it says President of the United States, like he's supposed to go talk to the news or whatever, answer questions. But he literally tells the people whose houses burned down, he's like, why don't you get on the mic and you talk to these people? And so these people just like us are standing at this podium talking, and Trump's asking them questions while they're talking to the news. And he's like, I want you to say your insurance provider that cut you off a couple months
Oh,
ago.
I saw that
Like, out
video.
loud. So he said it, you know what I mean? Like all this shit's happening. But then he goes and talks to the mayor, and the mayor was like, we're going to get you guys back in your houses as quick as possible. And Trump's like, this is going to take too long. He's like, these people can't even set foot on their property because there's laws in place in California and LA where like their houses burned down. But in order for them to even set foot on their lot, like to even go to their burned down house, they have to go apply for a permit at the LA.
Oh
at
yeah,
the,
which is
at
like
the county
expensive
office.
as shit or something.
Well, it takes
right?
18 months. They're getting told 18 months. So 18 months before they can even set foot back on their property, dude. How fucking insane is that? And so Trump looked at the mayor and was like, you need to use your executive orders. This is an emergency situation. These people want to get it done. They'll probably go hire their own contractors and get it done faster than the city can. Like, what the hell are you doing? She's like, we are doing that. We are. And he's like, no, you're not. And he looked at some guy. He's like, how long did they tell you that you had to wait for a permit? He's like, 18 months. And he looked at somebody else like, how long did they tell you you had to wait? He's like, 18 months. Like, that's just the case. And so he's like,
Yeah.
that's bullshit. It's bullshit. Yeah, it's just,
I
Well,
love
what
it.
was funny is he was pointing people out that he remembered what they said.
yes, dude.
And
yes.
not only that, but it was a public round table where everybody had a mic, and he's just like publicly calling her out. Where it's like, no, you're not doing enough. Like, do your
Mm-hmm.
job. Like, I've never in my life seen that. Like, I've never seen a president do a round table like that with civilians and have an actual dialogue.
Well, and when he was signing the executive orders, he was literally having dialogue with the reporters who were there
Yeah.
about the executive orders he was signing. He was answering questions about it while they were like asking him, and
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
like I've never seen that before. I mean, of course, I'm only like 12 years old, but
And he did it literally at the like after party of the inauguration. He did that. He signed a bunch of executive orders. Like he just signed one today where he's like, it was like you can't do gender surgeries on kids under 18 now, or like any minors or whatever. Which thank God, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
for real.
Crazy,
crazy,
that's
bro.
controversial.
yeah,
Dude, I know,
Right?
dude.
Honestly, how is
but
that
it's because people have to find something like
to disagree about?
there
Or-
are still people, regardless of all the shit Trump's done in this term already that's been positive, like there's still people that I know that literally haven't said one single positive thing about anything he's done, and it's only the negative stuff. It's only, did you hear Trump did this? Did you hear Trump did this? Did you hear Trump did this? And it's like, okay,
Yeah, well, did you see Trump do this?
yeah, it's like,
And,
what about
yeah.
this stuff? And
Yeah.
maybe that he did that because he's getting ready to implement a new policy that's better, or you know what I mean? Like, there's just so much, but it's like, but that's the generation we live in. It's like right now, we see something, we know it. We see something, we know it. Like, there's
Yeah.
no fucking investigating, and it's just
sucks.
weird, dude. Yeah, it's so weird.
Well, people don't even want to nowadays. People don't even want to put in like the energy to find out the truth, so they'll just find the quickest,
fastest
fastest
article.
thing, and
Yeah.
it's
That
like
agrees with what they already.
it-
Yes.
exactly, yeah.
They're like, oh, I don't agree with that news article or whatever. It's like,
And to be
what?
fair, that's on both sides.
No, 100%,
That exists on
100%,
both
Absolutely.
100% it does.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the argument, though, that's crazy to me is the one where it's like, I don't trust X for news stuff. And I'm like, that's literally just people, just us. Like, that's not legacy media. Like, I don't know if there's a better news source than X. Honestly, I really don't.
I do like the fact check thing that X has.
Dude, X and Meta, bro. X and Meta.
Public, what's it called? Public.
Community notes.
Intoxication.
Community notes,
Yeah.
You guys know. You guys understood the Meta reference, right?
No.
You guys didn't watch the Zuckerberg Rogan podcast?
No.
Bro, Zuckerberg went on Rogan's
I
podcast
saw a
last
couple
week.
clips from it, but I didn't
Bro,
watch the whole
he came
thing.
out and just said, he's like, we're going to go to X's community notes. He's like, we're not doing this. And he
Oh,
breaks
yeah,
down
yeah.
the
I did
government
see
thing
that.
now and how they came in, they were threatening them.
Oh
and all that
yes,
stuff.
yeah.
And at the end, though, Joe put fucking Zuckerberg on his toes, bro. He was
Really?
like, yeah, he's like, he literally, after the whole conversation, Zuckerberg's like, yeah, now we want to do community notes and we just want to reinstore freedom of speech, blah, blah, blah. And Joe Rogan had responded to him and basically, I don't remember the exact word for word, but he had said like, yeah, you know, we have these companies that we were dealing with during the COVID era and the Biden administration that were censoring free speech. I mean, it was fucking crazy and this, that, and this, and you couldn't say certain things on social media. He's like, and then they come around and Trump's in, and now the cool thing is to be free speech. They release it, and it's like, now you're one of the good guys, so now we want to trust you, right? And like he was like he was talking to Zuckerberg indirectly, and Zuckerberg knew it. I mean, you could see his face. He looked like a fucking scared cat, dude. I mean, he was like, "Fuck," he caught on. But that's the reality of it, dude.
Yeah.
You fucked over so many people. You banned, like, I don't know, man. Like that. Everybody, not everybody, but we knew it was crazy or something was up during that time. But seeing it now, it's almost like less shocking, kind of. Everything the government did and that's coming out. But at the same time, like, at what point do people stop denying it and just accept the fact that politicians are dirty and
Or-
like we have an opportunity to change things, right? Let's switch it up a little
Well,
bit.
that, but also like, what else are we gonna find out that the government has
Dude,
done?
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, if they're willing to
Fauci,
do,
bro.
if they're willing to go that
That's
far,
a big
for,
one.
I mean,
Yeah,
That's a
I mean, if
big
they're
one.
willing to go that far for something on
So what?
Facebook,
Yeah. No. The Speaker of the House announced last week that they are investigating those pardons, all of them.
oh,
They're investigating all those
you
pardons.
can investigate a pardon.
Dude, you're the president. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You have limitless power.
Then when they were complaining about Trump's pardons, why didn't they go investigate?
Trump didn't ever pardon himself.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair.
He never did it. He never pardoned himself. Which is think about it, dude. How can you not fucking trust Trump more as a president? Dude literally went through all that shit. He knew, dude,
Took
all
a
the
fucking
shit,
bullet.
bro, and all the stuff he went through
Went
in
to
the
prison.
last,
Yeah.
bro, everything he went through in the last 4 years, right, didn't just start after his term. The Russia, all that shit started during the election, right? Like it all started during.
before he even got elected the first time. Yeah.
Right, dude. So in my mind, it's like if the dude was guilty or if he was innocent and just didn't want to deal with it, he could have just easily pardoned himself, and none of the shit in the last 4 years would have happened. Maybe he would have tried to get shot. Maybe they would have tried to shoot him still. But like the Russia hoax, all this shit, the Ukraine hoax, none of that stuff would have happened. But he didn't do it because he's like, I knew if I did it. He said this on Joe Rogan. So he was like, I knew if I did it, then it would make me look guilty. He's like, and I knew I wasn't guilty. Like, what more out of a fucking president could you ask? Like, seriously.
And it's weird that
Not trying to, you know what I mean?
No,
but like,
but-
You're
dude,
glazing a little bit.
no, a
I
little
know,
bit is
but like,
okay.
I'm like,
I
dude,
mean, I like a glazed donut.
He's just finally
Daddy.
here. Yeah,
You know,
he's daddy.
when I
He's
look at
finally
Donald
here.
Trump's face and when Donald speaks,
Speaking of crying, did you see that Selena Gomez video?
Yeah,
Oh,
fire, bro.
I saw that. I saw the
bro.
video, but I didn't like watch the video. Like I was scrolling and I saw like
You gotta
the
watch
headline.
it, dude.
I read the caption
and then
stuff,
watch the
but-
post after.
Like it's
There was
it's-
another post.
She deleted it.
Oh,
And
I saw.
then-
Yeah, I saw that they were deleted.
She deleted it and then posted a black picture with the writing said, "Oh, I didn't realize it was bad to have sympathy for someone or something like that." It's like
So what was her
It's like,
deal?
what the fuck?
What exactly was she?
Well,
The
it's this-
deportations,
it's this
bro.
whole thing where
Was
it's
that it?
like,
because she
oh,
said
they're-
the kids. It's
Yeah,
not
so
the kids.
she's talking about how they're attacking my people and all this stuff. Where it's like, where are you getting your news? Who are you hearing? What's going? Like, do you know? You obviously don't know who's getting deported.
Bro,
It's literally the people
insane.
that are they're like raping kids and
bro,
killing children, and like it's like violent criminals that are getting deported. It's not like
It's
your
not
grandma,
your average
like,
Joe. Yeah, it's not like
it's not your little brother, and it's like it's so frustrating. Like just
and it's just I just had a little Jimmy Stewart moment there, but just the unwillingness to listen to.
none of them know who Jimmy Stewart is.
Bro,
Yeah.
You gotta know your audience.
No, you're right.
all
know your
I thought it was a
audience.
great reference, though.
It
wasn't
was for me and you.
And my dad.
And your dad, yeah.
it's funny. So,
Jimmy
but to hit on your thing about how Selena Gomez is like, oh, you know, like I've seen people say that they're going after kids in schools. Like it's insane, dude. So I don't know if you guys know this, but Dr. Phil hooked up with Tom Homan.
Saw that.
Did you see that, Carson?
No.
So Tom Homan's the border Caesar. He's the guy that Trump hired. Like he's the guy
Right.
you probably seen where he's like, we'll deport them all together
Yeah,
or
he's
whatever.
freaking sick. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like let me just air this out too. That let me clear the air on this because people might watch this and be like, oh, Jeremy, you know, he likes this and that. But I own a company where I work directly with Hispanics. Like that's literally what I do. Like most of them are not citizens, but most of them are here legally with work visas, right? Or like different not most of them, sorry. Let me rephrase that. All of them are.
Yeah.
Every single one of my guys is here because they're legally here. They have
Yeah.
nothing to worry about with deportation. Nothing at all. And they came over here just like everyone else, dude. Like, you know what I mean? So let me just preface that. But Dr. Phil hooked up with Tom Homan, and Tom and Dr. Phil were talking about, like, man, we've seen stuff about you guys. Dr. Phil had said to him, you know, I've seen things about you guys wanting to, you know, go get kids and send them back and this and that, just random people whenever you see them and like at a market. And Tom invited him to come, and he's like, why don't you come and do your show? Because Dr. Phil's on his own thing now. He's like, why don't you come and ride with us for a day? And so Dr. Phil spends a whole day with them, and like, Dude, these things are super fucking targeted. Like these are not just like where are the Hispanics hanging out or the Haitian guys hanging out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not going to Home Depot.
Yeah. It's like, but they're targeting the rapists. Like the one that they did. There was a specific one with Dr. Phil where they're interviewing a guy, and he's like, how long you been here? He's like, oh, I'm from Colombia. And then he was like, how long you been here? He's like, I don't remember what he said, like 10 plus years, but he was said, you know, how are you here? He's like, well, he's like, are you a citizen? And he's like, no, my mom's a citizen. No. He's like, so you're not a citizen? He's like, no. And then Tom Homan looks at Dr. Phil and he's like, just so you know, this guy's got a rap sheet. And he starts asking about it. And Tom tells him, he's like, yeah, he raped a kid. That's literally, he raped a kid. And Dr. Phil asked him that, and he just put his head down. He's like, I want my lawyer. And it's like, dude, what? Like, first of all, why was that guy? Why was he here illegally, arrested for raping a kid? Because it's on his rap sheet.
Yeah.
And then released. Like, it does not make sense.
It makes zero sense.
I don't know, man.
Someone in the comments make it make sense.
Dude, it's mind blowing. It is mind blowing, dude. But you know, that's all. But all people hear and see is he's getting rid of the kids, man. He's going to Lowe's at Home Depot, and it's like, bro, what are you talking about?
Well, there's this like social media movement. It's called Cute Winter Boots. I don't know if you've heard about this. It's code.
We got different TikTok
like,
algorithms
for like being strapped up when ICE comes for a raid. Essentially, where it's like it's like a call for rebellion almost against ICE. So it's like there's this whole. To be honest, it's usually just white women that are making these posts, but it's like it's liberal white women. Let me be clear, but they're like. And it's a lot of like nurses and teachers where they're like they'll make this post with this song talking about how I can't wait till ICE comes in and they realized they messed with the wrong one and then they do this like pose in front of it, and it's like you understand ICE is not like the IRS. Like it's not just a guy with a pocket protector coming to escort you out the building. Like these are like ex-military, essentially police.
Right.
What are you gonna do with your little pepper spray? And I don't understand this whole. People are bizarre.
I've never understood it. People are bizarre.
If you look up cute winter boots on Grok or whatever, it'll give you the explanation. But
That's so weird.
it's it's how they're keeping from like being banned on TikTok and whatnot.
There was apparently a shooting with the cartel and Homeland Security down at the southern border like yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, because Trump had Trump had also put an executive order in saying that like the cartel is now terrorists. Like I mean, fuck them, dude. They're killing so many people with fentanyl. Everybody knows the fentanyl's coming over to Mexico from China and it's getting pushed in through the cartel to the U.S. Everybody fucking knows that with the brain. Like, it's obvious.
Wait, what? That's happening?
Yeah. That's why Trump even said, he's like, I told President Xi, he's like, you guys need to start fucking giving the death sentence to people that are making fentanyl over there because it's crazy. But anyways, that's obviously the problem. So yeah, Markham's terrorists. They're part of the cartel. They run fucking Mexico, like whatever. You know what I mean? Dude, you know Jonathan, right, from AT&T? He tells me shit about when he goes to Mexico all the time about the shit that he's seen with the cartel. He's like, the Mexico government doesn't run shit. He's like, they don't run shit. I mean, I've seen, dude, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just crazy.
That's wild, man.
Yeah, but so they're patrolling the southern border. The military's working at the southern border to install the wall and all this stuff. And apparently there was some like big shootout. But as soon as Homeland started firing back at them, they took off. Don't fuck with the U.S., baby.
They don't actually want the smoke.
No,
They
dude,
don't.
no way.
They
with
never.
Mexico,
They
baby.
never
Just-
really want the smoke.
Just the fact that there's even talking about special forces being used to hunt down the cartels like that. That won't last very long. Like it'll, I don't know. It's interesting. It's going to be an interesting 4 years.
Yeah.
Especially seeing how like the left copes throughout this 4 years
Because they don't cope.
They'll just find
They
new
just
things to
whine.
It's just
complain
gonna be
about.
little things. It's you're getting all that change that you wanted. Oh, the big
The
thing
eggs,
I'm seeing
man.
right,
The
talking
eggs.
About,
It's been a week.
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
Did you hear JD Vance's response? He was asked about that, and he
I only
just
saw
gave a
feuds of it with
a
Margaret.
perfect answer on how long and why it's we haven't seen changes in things yet. But even after a perfect answer from the Vice President of the United States, more complaining.
Yeah.
Still complains.
Yeah, it's just confirmation bias. It's like, all that change. I thought eggs were supposed to be cheap now. I thought groceries were supposed. You think that happens in a week?
Yeah. You thought.
Like, I don't know. It's just they know it's stupid. Like they know it's dumb, but they have all these other people agreeing with them. It's just echo chambers, man. It's
Speaking of stupid and dumb, and this is going to take us off of the political topic.
Oh, we were just getting into Canada.
Oh no, go for it. Go for it.
No, we don't have to. If you guys want to talk about something else, we can. But Canada. Bro,
I
that's a
feel
whole
like at
nother
some
one.
point, I just feel like at some
what's going on
point,
with Canada.
Are you serious,
I don't know. They're irrelevant to me.
bro? Justin Trudeau stepped down. You know that,
I knew
right?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
And
happened.
Canada, and then Trump's like seriously like he's already tariffed or threatened. He always threatened a tariff. I'm not sure if he's actually put the tariffs in place yet with Canada, but Canada's like big time on the defense, and like Trudeau's like tweeting out and fucking saying shit about how they're the U.S.'s biggest customer and how they could fight back and blah blah blah. And then
don't want smoke.
Trump had released something about how much money the U.S. Gives to Colombia and Canada like a year, and it's insane. Like Trudeau apparently told Trump when he was down here visiting a couple weeks ago, because Trump had also said this, and I have no reason not to believe it at this point, but he had said to him that like Canada couldn't exist without us because of the money and all that we give you. And Trudeau's like, I know, we know, and he agreed with it. He's like, we couldn't. So it's like, why not be the 51st state? You know what I mean? Kevin O'Leary, the shark from Shark Tank, he's all about it. He's Canadian. He's like, let's do it. He's like, I think they'll listen to me. That's what he said. He's like, the Canadians love America. They love Trump. He's like, I think they'll listen to me if I go down there. It's so funny. Yeah, a lot of stuff's happening, dude. A lot of stuff
is happening.
I know, and I'm finding myself. I don't get on social media till the end of the day anymore, but unless I'm posting like a video on Instagram for work or a song. But I find myself scrolling my X feed now at night, just looking for something crazy that happened today.
Yeah.
Like, who did America like stiff today? You know?
Yeah.
What I mean? And people are all upset about it. It's like, sorry, the fucking government's like doing something for the people that live here for a change instead of
Yeah.
sending billions over to Ukraine. Like, what the fuck, bro? Do you guys see the video of Putin when he said the Ukraine war probably wouldn't have started if Trump had gotten elected and not had it stolen from him?
Yeah.
That's nuts,
Wild.
dude. That was nuts.
Yeah.
That was the icing on the cake for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So much money wasted.
So much money.
Only half of it went over there, though. That's what Zelensky said.
That's wild.
You saw that, right? On the Lex.
No.
Bro, Lex Friedman had the podcast with Zelensky. That was good as fuck. You guys should watch that. It's a couple hours long. It's really good. Really good. Zelensky, this is nuts, dude. Lex is talking to Zelensky in Russian and Ukrainian and English. Like, they're just going back and forth. And at one point in the podcast, Lex says to him, a lot of the American people have issues with all this money we're sending to Ukraine. Like how, he says, what can you do or what can you say to help us feel like, okay, our money is going towards something, good. It's going towards a change. It's going towards, furthering Ukraine or whatever, not just, Nazis, all that stuff. Zelensky responded to him. He had said, oh, so you're worried about like us, putting the money into the wrong things or fraud or whatever like that. And Lex is like, yeah, he's like that it's not going to the right places. And he says, well, let me ask you, let me tell you one thing. He said, he's like, what if I told you that out of those millions and billions and dollars that you guys gave to Ukraine, that we haven't even seen half of it? He's like, and let me tell you, he's like, and if you can find the other half, you'll find the corruption. That was the exact words. Exactly. He said, you'll find the corruption. And Lex was like, okay.
Damn.
Yep. Because that was the question. That's right. Lex said, how do we know it's not going to a corrupt system? You know what I mean? He was like, you can do this. You'll find the corruption. Yeah, dude, it's nuts. I encourage everybody to go look that up on YouTube.
Let's go find
legit.
that
clip.
No, the money.
Oh yeah.
Let's go find the corruption.
We know where that's at. That's laying with the copies of the pardon papers in a black safe. You know damn well.
What were you going to talk about?
What was I going to talk about? Oh, you said stupid and dumb, and it reminded me of the NFL.
Oh man, this is worse.
It is.
Fuck.
It
Let's
is
do
worse.
though.
But I
Let's do
feel
it.
like I feel.
I don't even want to watch the Super Bowl.
No, I'm literally not watching the Super Bowl this year. I am more interested in spring training baseball than I am in the Super Bowl this year.
It's insane.
I hate it. I can't believe it. I can't stand it. I was up till like
I'm pissed.
1 a.m. last night, and I came out. I wrote this whole document going into detail on how the NFL is rigged and why it should all be shut down and why someone needs to subpoena the NFL.
Well, Josh Allen got the first down. Let's get that out of the way.
Josh Allen got
Yeah,
the
he
first
did.
down.
No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
First
Fucking refs, bro. What the hell, dude? But like 3 fucking times in a row, you're gonna win the Super Bowl. Everyone knows the Eagles ain't beating you. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows fucking Jalen Hurts ain't doing it.
I don't know, man. This might be Saquon's year. With
Saquon is going nuts.
Saquon's
bro.
that running game is
crazy.
absurd because you don't like Jalen can run too, so like you don't know who's.
And that O
True,
line
that's
is
true.
nuts.
They're doing what the Ravens should have been doing. Is like they're winning the way
Lamar.
the Ravens should have been.
Lamar's never
Yeah.
gonna beat the allegations.
I don't know what it is. 2 years in a row, the Ravens have lost in the playoffs because they decided not to run.
I think in the
anymore.
division
Yeah,
championship.
yeah.
Like, it doesn't
Because
make
who
any
decided not to
sense.
run?
The Ravens. Like they
They just stopped running the
every
ball?
year. They have like a top 3, top 5 rushing defense, if not very first.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last 2 years specifically, they've completely given up on the run game.
Really?
In the playoffs.
Yeah.
and that's how they lost.
They had,
Like-
last year they ran the ball super well, made it to the playoffs, did what DJ was saying. Then they went and got Derrick Henry,
That's right. I remember that.
completely dominated
was
running
nuts. I was
this
making a lot
year.
of money with
Lamar and Eric Henry, both crazy running. And then, get to the playoffs, same thing. They were just like,
They just guess we'll pass all day.
Yeah.
with no receivers, with our number one being injured out,
and then still pass it. Yeah,
and in the snow. Like no, they didn't play in the snow. No, that was the Eagles.
Bro, what are we gonna do though if Mahomes wins another chip? Won't he have more chips than over like half of his years in the NFL? How many years has he been in the NFL? 6?
6 or 7.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
If he's been in it 6, dude,
That is crazy,
that's
man.
50-50, bro. He's got a 50-50 shot at winning the Super Bowl.
That's crazy.
it's unreal. Well, the NFL is
some
an
good
entertainment
odds.
entity.
Credit where it's due. The Chiefs are a very good and very, very well ran football team.
But
Andy
they're
Reid's the
not-
best coach in the NFL, bar none.
Yeah, he
Like,
is. Bar nut.
They have a great O line.
That defense, who's what's the defensive play caller? What's his name again?
Nobody cares.
Spagnuolo.
yeah,
Spagnuolo.
Steve
Oh my
Steve
gosh,
Spagnuolo.
I mean,
They got
they
it.
have a great team, but
I hate them.
But I've never
They worship
seen,
the devil.
Not even the Patriots were that lucky. Like, just everything that could go their way goes their way.
Even the refs.
like, just I
first
know,
downs.
and that's where it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I hate wearing a tinfoil hat with the NFL, but at the same time, it's like
It's hard to ignore.
there aren't a lot of other teams
Yeah, I
getting
feel
calls
that.
And they're not hiding
like
it.
this. Like, it's just bizarre to me. Like, it's straight up.
This
like
little LeBron.
Mahomes, his little fake out when he's rushing the ball, and it's like defenders are terrified to go hit him.
Yeah, it's
'cause
so
they know
dumb.
they're going to get a 15-yard penalty
Yeah.
for it for just barely touching him.
Yeah, because what was it? Who did they play before the Bills? The Chiefs.
Was it
Oh,
the
they played.
Texans?
Was it the Texans?
Yeah, it was the Texans.
There was
no,
No.
No, it wasn't Texas.
That like late hit they called on Mahomes where he slid, and it's just like it's stuff like that over and over. Yeah, and you're right. It makes you literally as a defender, you're like, what do I do? Like I can't do anything because I'll get called for it.
Like, and I can't remember who said this, but I 100% agree. Someone just needs to hit the fuck out of him one time.
Yes.
Just so he'll stop doing
Take
that.
the fine.
Take the fine. Take nothing illegal. Don't
Sure.
headhunt, but just
just classic 2005 football. You know what I mean?
Cam Chancellor and Vernon Davis.
Exactly.
Like
yes.
NFL
yes.
blitz, bro. One time.
Just
Cam Chancellor.
Bring some Ed Reed out for one.
Oh,
for
gosh,
one
bro.
Because
That
it's
makes me wanna
always
play
it's
Madden
always like
Ultimate Team.
50-50 whether it's like you're gonna hit him and it's gonna be a penalty or not. Just hit him because he's basically untouchable right now. Like he's playing like he's untouchable. So he needs to understand that he's no longer untouchable.
And he's doing it. Yeah, like was it last?
Or make a rule, like hit him so the rule gets.
Was it last year where the game ended on that offensive offsides call, and then Patrick Mahomes like lost his shit after the game? Goes up to Josh Allen and shakes his hands like, that was the worst fucking call I've ever seen. To end the game on that call is bullshit, and then like walks away. And then
that was kind of the turning of the tide for me as far as
same.
I didn't really care about the Chiefs. I was like, wow, they're super lucky. But then I was like, oh wow, y'all are kind of unlikable. Like you're in some title motherfuckers.
Yeah. So do you think he takes a shot in the Super Bowl? Do you think someone on the biggest stage is like, let me just
No,
because here's the thing. Jalen Carter is that game. Dude.
Yeah.
Jalen Carter's tight, dude. I've got a couple autos of him.
Yeah.
I got a couple. That's dope. That's dope as hell.
Rookies.
He is
he only came in the league like a year or two ago.
Yeah. No, last year was his.
That's right. Yeah. I've got
hold
him.
on to those.
No, I got him.
Like he's a bad boy.
I like.
He was just. What was who the Eagles play last week? Was it not the Vikings? It was.
No, not the Vikings. Sadly, they play
was it
Commanders.
He's trying to go where the snow.
And like the way he was moving just through the offensive line, just pushing him away, just bullying his way through the line, making Jaden Daniels' life. And first credit where it's due, Jaden Daniels is amazing.
He's a dog.
He's got that dog in him. He does.
If he stays healthy. I love what I've seen out of him. But yeah, Jalen Carter is a monster. Like he's where. He's in that Aaron Donald conversation, I think. He's going to be within the next year or two. Like he's that good, and I think
he does
he's good enough to give I wish it was Josh, but to give Patrick Mahomes some problems.
But
I will be an Eagles fan on Super Bowl Sunday.
But
Me too.
I hate the Eagles.
I fucking hate the Eagles. I hate the Eagles,
I like a lot
bro.
of players.
Mike Trout's an Eagles fan, so that's all I need to know. But do you think Jalen Carter? Do you think he just puts his shoulder right into Patrick Mahomes' chest and just?
No, not on the biggest stage. Not when there's that much at risk of winning the game.
I think he's more disciplined than that. And I think it would be like my suggestion as far as someone taking a shot at him, like that would need to be in the regular season, like where it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But it just
to
needs to
send
happen.
a message
On like a Monday night football game.
Sure.
Someone needs to take a shot. Not an illegal hit.
No.
Nothing at the knees. No hip drop. No head hunting. Just hit him like whether he's I don't know. Just
a hard hit.
Like, let him know you're there. Like
some inner Ed Reed.
Yeah.
I like it
because I don't like this whole we can't touch him.
Yeah, because you're right. He is playing like they're playing like we can't be touched, and because they can't, they literally they can't. But, and
dude, I know I
won't be watching the Super Bowl.
I can't because the Niners didn't make the playoffs. The Niners had a terrible year this year, so that grieving process we all kind of do when we know when we know our team's not very good or when we know we're close to making the playoffs and we hit that point where we don't, right? The Niners have been bad all season, and so I went through that process.
All season.
Okay, after the first half. Normally we're bad the first half, and then like a game or two after that we start winning. We're kicking ass, but that never happened. So probably about mid-season is when I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna happen. And specifically probably when Ayuk busted his leg. But,
that was rough.
Anyways, that Chiefs game when they beat the Bills the other night was the first time in like half the season where I felt my heart sink through my asshole again. Like, and it sucked, dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, man, I really got to watch. I was like, I don't even want to watch Super Bowl. Like, I literally was like, I literally was like, I told my wife, I was like, I don't even know if I want to watch Super Bowl this year. Like, I literally just don't. Like, that's a sad place to be as a man.
Yeah.
I need to get back into.
Do you think
counseling.
Kendrick will do a good halftime show?
I'm sure he will.
Dude, he's gonna call the biggest hip hop artist a pedophile on the biggest stage in the world. Yes, he's gonna have a great time. He's gonna kill it.
I'm so sick of hearing they don't like us, and
I don't even hear it anymore.
and
You be at the clubs like that though. I forgot DJ be clubbing like that's all they play out.
That
Shit,
kind of guy.
all they play out
Nah, there's
there.
people at work that say
The
that
pink pony
all the time.
don't stop.
No,
Shit, dude.
yeah, I don't know, but that song's just been playing all over social media and everywhere. I don't like it anymore. I didn't really ever like it to begin with, but yeah, I don't know about the Super Bowl, man. But I hope Saquon has his big game and the Eagles win it.
He deserved it too. After
Yeah.
stick with the
Yeah.
Giants for so damn long.
And I think the Giants deserve to have to watch him.
I agree. They
win
wasted
the
his ass.
Super Bowl.
I remember. I think it was
With like
you.
212 yards and 3 touchdowns.
I think it was you that I asked. I was asking somebody about Saquon specifically, and I was like, what? I was like, man, he's just getting into his prime, and he's gonna, waste it here with New York. And then I think you had said like, dude, he's past his prime. Like he'll never be as good as he was. But now here he is.
I don't think that was me.
Yeah. No, I mean like as far as like age, you know what I mean? Like when you come into the league, you're the youngest and you're the most physical.
Sure.
You're not gonna get injured or whatever. And I think this was a year where he was dealing with injuries too. I think that was like the context of it. You know what I mean? Not necessarily like points and shit.
Well, for running backs,
And you're also wrong a lot, so that could have been you.
never been wrong. The interesting thing about running backs is the big thing lately has been once you hit 30, you fall off a cliff. And it used to be that with quarterbacks where it was like once you hit like your mid 30s, you fall off your talent cliff and you just stop, like you lose all your arm strength and whatnot. But with running backs, it's like that magic number 30. And then also people have stopped wanting to pay running backs, which we all saw that on the world stage with Saquon. Now he goes to another team, not only that, but a rival team in the same division, and has one of the greatest running back seasons of all time. And basically he just revived the entire position, because for solid like 5 years, the NFL was treating the running back position as like a dime a dozen, where most running backs you were getting criticized.
Wait, you think Saquon did that this year?
Yeah, I would see.
What do you think CMC's been doing?
Yeah, but
Come on, dude.
CMC's an exception to the rule, because he could easily just be a wide receiver if he wanted
but
to.
He's not.
No, I know, but I'm not saying like I would say him and
I think
probably
you're giving
him and Saquon back to back. But
you're giving
I think
Saquon a lot
Saquon
of
more.
credit.
No.
He deserves it,
No,
though.
because
When I hear you say changing the game or changing the running back
no.
stuff, what I'm hearing is like I hear like what people say about Curry. He changed the game. You know what I mean? Like when you start talking about
No, that's
changing
not what
shit.
I mean. I'm talking about.
Well, then fucking
he's the
come
prime
on, explain
example
yourself.
of why you pay for your best player.
Oh.
Why you pay your best player to come back long term.
So you think like the league has been taking running backs for granted?
Absolutely. Like outside of
With
like
the exception,
top
yeah, I got you.
3
That
or
makes more
5,
sense.
Like most of them, like you're getting criticized if you're drafting them in the first round.
Yeah, but you don't think Saquon is part of that like upper
do you
level running backs of the
No, that's
exceptions?
exactly what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's the exact scenario that he just proved everybody. He basically proved all NFL owners wrong, that they've been handling it wrong by, so you're not gonna pay for him, you're not gonna re-sign me, even though I'm the best player in your entire team. Okay, well, let me just go win a Super Bowl with
So what you're saying
rival.
is they care more about money than players.
Well, that'll always be the case, but no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the value of the running back position has not been appreciated, as much, and I think it's definitely leveled up, like especially after this year.
The NFL in general cares more about money than its players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder how much they make a year.
Billions.
players or owners?
Shit,
They're all
players.
all the
We know how
owners
much
are
players make.
billionaires.
Mm-hmm. Like Goodell though, like CEO.
CEO probably on salary, though.
I mean, Goodell probably makes Bezos money.
Yeah,
Not
shit, probably
surprised.
not that much.
Well, yeah, probably not that much.
I was like, Bezos' money is a lot of
That's
money.
an exaggeration.
Did you guys hear that Doge is like saving like $1 billion a day right now?
What?
In government, in government money. Yeah, so we've saved like $1 billion a day, and then they had tweeted out, but that's not enough. We need to get it to 3 a day.
Well, if that means less taxes,
They said
Sure.
by mostly letting people not people go, but like where was it?
Did you just do the
Whoa, DJ.
I
What
did-
was
I did this.
So it says Doge
It
is.
was here. It wasn't. It
Chef's
wasn't.
kiss.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Doge
I saw the
is-
hand go out, and I just had
does
to make
not
sure.
go out to anybody.
Yeah.
It's locked in.
Doge is saving the federal government approximately $1 billion a day, mostly from stopping the hiring of people into unnecessary positions, deletion of DEI, and stopping improper payments to foreign organizations, all consistent with the president's executive orders. A good start, but
Hiring people into
good start though.
unnecessary
This number
positions.
needs to increase to more than $3 billion a day.
What is an unnecessary position?
I
Yeah,
was just thinking that.
I want to know what all consistent with the president, or not that one part, deletion of DEI and stopping improper payments to foreign organizations. What improper payments are we making? Apparently,
Sex changes.
Well,
in
did you see the condom one?
Afghanistan.
apparently it came out today that the Biden administration was sending $50 billion to Gaza for condoms. You can look
That
it up.
can't be
I looked it up, bro. I looked it
No,
up. I looked it up.
I think-
I swear
I
to
think
you,
we're gonna
looked
get
it
a
up.
misinformation
No,
tag
bro.
on
We're
this
gonna
episode.
community notes.
Yeah, we're gonna get a
Watch,
community
watch.
notes post.
Gaza condoms. Look. State Department pulls millions in funding for condoms in Gaza as Trump admin looks. Trump blocks staggering foreign aid projects from 50 million condoms to Gaza. White House, Biden allotted 50 million for Gaza condoms.
Is that the Babylon Bee?
No, this is
No,
legit.
that's
50 million
well, one of
taxpayer
them is the
dollars.
Daily Mail, but
50 million taxpayer dollars
One of them is Fox
about
News,
to fund
so-
condoms in Gaza, White House press secretary says. The press secretary literally said it like an hour before the podcast.
That's
$50
wild.
million.
That's so many condoms.
how many condoms is that? How much is like?
I don't know. Let's ask ChatGPT.
How much is a box? How many
How
condoms come in a box of condoms? And then how much is
many-
a box of condoms?
Condoms can you
I would
buy
imagine
with
around a
$50
dozen.
million? You know what? Let me just check my spending.
Oh God! Oh, was it you that sent the $50 million over there?
Here, the number of condoms you could buy with 50 million depends on the price of the condoms you're purchasing.
Okay,
Let's do
well,
a-
Biden would probably get what kind of condoms is Biden buying for
Let's
his?
see. Let's do a rough calculation using some common price ranges.
Gaza.
Cheap condoms might cost around 25 cents each. Bulk packs can bring the price down.
Sure.
Buying condoms in bulk, that's smart.
Yeah, that's the
Mid-range
way to do
condoms could be around $1 each. Premium or specialty condoms might cost $2 or more. Let's break it down. If each condom costs 25 cents, 50 million divided by 25 cents is 200 million condoms. Damn, that's a lot of condoms.
That's
in
like-
bulk, like cheap condoms in bulk,
What?
250 million condoms or 200 million condoms going to Gaza.
Okay, so
Sold.
what's the
Good that
Get 'em
population?
over there.
Purchasing safe
What's
sex, though.
ask what the population of Gaza is,
That's a great question. What is the population?
because now we're gonna get some real math going here.
I don't know. I feel like the population.
if
of
50
Gaza is
million,
ever-changing.
if
In
you get
2023, the population of Gaza Strip is around 2.3
2.3
million.
so where so
It's one for everybody.
Wait,
One-
yeah,
no,
but
that's
no,
like
but
six
think about
for
how much.
everybody.
But think about how much sex they're probably having in a year in Gaza. You know what I mean? Like they're having sex more than 3 times.
how long does it take 2.3 million people to blow through 200 million condoms?
Yeah, dude, that's nuts. We're sending $50 million in condoms. 200 million cheap condoms purchased in
At the
bulk
end of the
to
day-
Gaza for fucking 50.
At the end of the day, I can't
What
think
you
of a
like?
better use of
Money well
my
spent.
government tax.
Yeah, dude.
payer dollars. You know what I mean?
Well, okay, here's a little more likely scenario.
Sure.
2.3 million people in Gaza. They could have each bought premium condoms in bulk, $2 a pop. That's 25 million condoms. That's a little more reasonable.
Okay, that's more reasonable.
Because that's about 12 times a year
Okay.
for every single person on that strip,
Once a month.
regardless of the age. Once a month, they're having sex.
Like schedule that.
Regardless.
Paying a bill. It's like
Because whole population. That's so true.
Isn't that nuts? Like literally, that's the entire population. What a trip, bro. Yeah.
Wow. What a great use of my money.
How dare he cancel that?
literally your money.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I said to someone
Yeah.
today. I was like, bro, they're like, I don't really get into politics like that. I was like, it's not even.
It doesn't
politics.
matter. You don't-
like it's literally my money.
You know,
It's like
I don't
our
have a
fucking money.
choice. I just
Yeah, this is where our money's going.
do I get a
Like shit, at least give
tax
me a
return
couple
for that?
premium ones.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
give me one.
Yeah, give me a tax break for like a couple thousand condoms, maybe.
Yeah. Can I cash out?
Dude,
Dude, what if they just?
When I get married, can I cash out on my wedding night and just use all the condoms that my taxpayer dollars would have
I'd
paid
like
for?
to use my condom refund, please.
Yeah.
From the IRS.
I just go into CVS
the
with like a,
CRS. Hell yeah, dude. Hello, sir. Here's your tax return. You're
They give
actually
you, like,
getting
they give you
back
a box.
17 million condoms this year. Congrats.
Whoa, no way.
Whoa, are those premiums or are those
No,
cheaps
no,
in
no.
bulk?
Those are the 25-cent ones. Oh, gotcha.
The cheap ones. Why did they do that? Like, why? How did that conversation start?
Yeah, because think about it. There was
Yeah,
no,
like,
there was a group
seriously.
of people in a room, and they sat there with manila folders in front of them.
This
and
is what we need.
And they said, "All right, guys, here's what we're gonna do."
Yeah.
And then they voted and agreed on it.
Well, do you think that?
Does anybody object to this? Any objections?
Do you think the
Well, I
politicians
think nope.
in
Okay.
Gaza though came to us and said, "Guys, we need some money," and then Biden was like, "Well, what do you need money for?" And he's like, "We need about 200 million condoms."
That sounds like the start of a Seth
And then,
Rogen
yeah,
film.
listen. And then Biden's like, "Well, what do you want? Premium? You want cheap, bought in bulk? Like, what are you looking for?" And he's like,
First of all, we're assuming he can even put that many words together.
"That's true. That's fair." Well, this was the beginning of the term, and so, anyways, it goes back over. He says, "You know, what do you want? Premium, cheap, bought in bulk, whatever." The guys in Gaza, the politicians are like, "Actually, it would probably be easier if we bought the condoms ourselves. Can you just pay us $50 million for condoms, please?" And then there, put it in the bill, boom, sent to the Senate, approved, just like that. That's what I think. I think Gaza asked America first for condom
America first.
Well, they were probably using it.
That is the truth.
They were probably using that money for weapons or something, and they all had a
Biden's
meeting.
like, "Oh
before
yeah,
that.
you needed it for
They had a
condoms."
meeting. They had a meeting before the meeting,
telling people
and
in
they
the
were
White
like,
House.
"Okay, we can't tell them it's for weapons. So what do we tell them? What do Americans like? Oh, they like sex.
Like sex and
So
beer.
tell them it's for condoms."
I think it would have been hilarious if it was all a misunderstanding. Like they asked for like I don't know, like
Some
something. Like,
First
out
aid,
there.
yeah, they asked for like I don't know, something that's like contraband.
gurneys
uranium.
for their hospitals.
uranium.
Yeah, they asked for like extra gurneys for the hospitals, and then Biden couldn't remember. He's like, they asked for condoms.
Yeah, like he's defending it. He's like, "What, sir? What did you just give them 50 million for?"
They got them some condoms.
I overheard him talking about uranium when they were leaving. No, they just needed 25 billion cheap condoms bought in bulk. That's all they
I'm
needed.
bulk and shipped via FedEx.
Come on, Jack. They want to come on Jack. The bastards.
That was popcorn, bro. What was it? Popcorn? Was that his buddy's name? Popcorn? He's like, "Popcorn."
Oh, yeah, it was pop.
It was like popcorn or something. Man, what a trip, bro. But yeah, I told you guys, I brought the 50 million condom thing up and you guys didn't believe it. But turns out it wasn't 50 million condoms. It was 200
It was
million
$50
condoms.
million worth of condoms.
Or 25 million premium condoms.
You could fill those up with helium and make like the up house.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's check this out.
What could you do? What different? No, I'm not even gonna ask.
What is the
Not even worth
current
my time.
student loan debt?
What? Where is your mind going now? How are you?
1.76
I can't
trillion.
wait
Wow,
to
way
see how you
more.
tie in
I'm way
condoms to the
off.
student loan.
Well,
debt.
I was just thinking like how many condoms would it take to pay off student loan debt in the U.S., but it's 1.76
Oh yeah, no.
trillion.
So okay,
That's
so
crazy.
So find out how many
It's like
condoms
a
would it
fucking
take?
quarter of our...
College expensive.
Huh?
College is very expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, is college a scam? Have you heard that
look
Charlie
where
Kirk
he's at.
argument?
Lot. I mean, I would say
Dude, he's using his degree
Yeah.
right now. What's your degree
I
in?
never graduated.
Oh, shit. Well, then... shit.
Retweet, baby.
Retweet.
I realized it was not worth my time or money.
Damn, bro.
Jumped in the
College is
film
not for
industry and started
everybody.
making money.
Now he's a full-time day trader.
Full-time day trader.
With E-Trade. I trade with the baby on the old Super Bowl commercials.
E-Trade.
That's crazy.
You trade with the baby on the old commercial?
Same baby. He never grew up.
Never grew up. Does he sound the same?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sounds like a 35-year-old man.
Yeah.
Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
Ugh, that movie's sick.
I've never seen it.
Don't care to. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like...
That's like the only David Fincher movie I'll
That was
probably
Fincher?
never... Yeah.
It's just like a
Oh
fucked
no,
up
that's
movie.
sad. 'cause
Yeah.
I love
Why
Fincher.
is that sad?
I love Fincher. Fincher's made some of my favorite movies.
Okay.
You seen The Killer, right?
No.
The newest one?
Never heard of it.
Oh,
I haven't seen it.
I don't. You might like it. It's about an assassin,
Oh, word. Okay.
and it stars Michael Fassbender.
Oh, I saw the trailer for this. It's
pretty good.
Yeah.
It's very tight. It's very
Yeah.
good.
I'm gonna. Oh,
Kind of like a frog's ass.
have you seen Severance?
Yes, season 1 though. I'm on
Do you love it or like it or hate it?
the
Because I haven't
frog's ass
started
is
It's
yet.
been like
watertight.
3 years since I watched the first
Okay,
season.
that's fair. Yeah.
because they took because the writer's strike and COVID. So,
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's incredible.
Is
It's
it good?
amazing. It's an amazing.
Okay.
Like it's
'Cause
great
I was gonna-
sci-fi.
I heard an interview with Ben Stiller. I had no idea he was even involved with it.
Yeah, he created it.
Yeah, I had no idea. And I love Ben Stiller. So I was like, oh, I'll absolutely check this out. And
Yeah.
Adam Scott, love that guy.
He's great. Yeah, the whole show is really great. It's very intriguing, and it keeps you. It's a great mystery, and like with a sci-fi premise.
Interesting.
I have a friend that doesn't like Will Ferrell. He thinks he's
Like,
trash.
well,
He
thing that he
thinks
does?
he's trash.
Will Ferrell doesn't like your friend. So
How crazy is that,
What's
dude?
that word when
like,
someone's
what about
trying to
SNL?
be
stupid.
Cool.
Like, no. When they're
Cool
trying
guy
to
syndrome?
be counterculture, like they're
Culture
they'll
shock.
disagree with everything that like
Devil's
the general
advocate?
No.
Yeah.
There's a specific word for it, and I can't remember.
I
what
know
it is.
exactly what you're talking about because it's. I'm thinking
It's
Wow, we
not
got two smart
culture
guys
war.
here.
What's the?
Just give him a few minutes, guys.
I'm thinking culture shock, but that's not it.
No,
That's a
it's
completely
not.
different.
I
thing.
think it's
That's
with
not
a
as
C, but it's. I don't know, but it's just when you go out of your way to disagree with people
Cox.
that maybe to agree to disagree with something that everybody generally agrees with. Like if it was like Shohei Ohtani's the best player on the planet. Right?
No, he's
You
not.
are
And
then
saying
he's
a
like,
whole
no,
lot of
no,
nothing
it's
right now.
Just rage baiter.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's not the word. I'm
troll?
thinking of. No,
Come on, dude, get it together.
I can't remember what the fucking word's called.
That's crazy,
Or
bro.
you'd suck
I've
in a
never
spelling
seen
bee.
someone work this hard to like say one word, and you haven't
I've
got
been
it
trying
yet.
I was trying to remember what this word is for like probably a year. I could
doesn't
just
even-
look it up.
it doesn't
but I
even
can't
exist.
remember.
No,
It's
don't
not
look
even
it
a
up.
word.
Remember,
He's just over
think
here
about it.
bullshitting.
We will sit in solemn silence until you figure this word out.
Are you familiar with the
Here
movie
we go
reviewer
again.
Armand White?
You what?
Done.
Are you familiar with the movie reviewer Armand White?
I am not.
Because he does every movie that he reviews, he does the opposite of what everybody else does. So if it's a movie that's like critically panned, he'll write a positive review. Or if it's a movie that everybody thinks is
Ironic.
terrible, no, it's not ironic.
I mean, it is ironic, but
It's
that's not the
ironic,
word you're
but it's
looking
not-
for. Yeah.
no, it's not. It's like
God Almighty! You know what? When I edit this episode, I will spend a solid 2 minutes
Just dub it.
and try to
dub the
find.
word.
Yeah, here, do some. Look at the camera and just make your mouth do something.
Contrarian.
Perfect. And I'm gonna dub whatever the word is. And it's just what I'm just gonna
That's
take. Like, you
perfect.
know how when you type in a word into Google and you can push the like pronunciation. I'm just gonna take that
There you go.
sound and put it over.
There you go. That's perfect, dude. Oh man. Wow. Hopefully by next week we'll have it for you guys.
Yeah,
Everyone's just at work this week. Like, what was the damn word? What was the word?
There's gonna be one person. It's fucking.
yeah. He's like, why can't? Yeah, he's like knows it.
Idiots.
These fucking morons.
And it's literally gonna be that one word we're like, oh,
It's a very simple word.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing
like
yeah.
cuck or something.
yeah.
It's fine. Yeah. What if it just was cuck?
That's so funny.
You want to talk
All
about
right,
Squid Game?
Man.
I haven't watched it.
You haven't watched it yet? Not even season one?
No,
It's so good, bro.
Well, without spoiling anything, how are you liking it?
I'm already done with it.
Season two, too?
Yeah.
Nice.
Season
so
two, too?
good. Yeah,
Season
season
two,
two,
too.
season 22. No,
Wow.
that's crazy, bro. Season 2, the ending was kind of like you could see that who that was.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
caught. Okay, I was like, I couldn't tell though if they're like, oh, am I supposed to catch this or not? You know what I mean? But I was like, I'm pretty sure that's motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know.
And so the ending was like, I was like, I'm indifferent with it. Like I
Yeah.
feel like it could have been better,
Could have been.
but
Well, it's
the
cliffhanger.
show was
It
tight.
was the way they approached the whole
Yeah.
thing. You know, just could have been a little bit.
The
more
first
in
one,
depth.
the ending was sick, but the second one, the ending was cool too.
I thought-
But like I said, it could have been better.
I thought the same thing when I was there.
When you
Yeah.
eventually watch it.
I
Yeah.
do need a new show to
Years
watch now.
later, when I watch it, I felt the same way.
Have
But
you ever-
honestly, some of these people might listen to this years down the road.
Years
Or
later,
sorry,
yeah, and
like,
they'll
oh,
know.
shit, cool.
I
You
felt
did
the
see
same
it.
way. Yeah.
So what I've been watching recently, have you ever heard of Dexter?
Yeah,
Yes.
dude.
You know about Dexter?
Yeah, I knew about
Okay.
Dexter.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
was going to suggest that.
Sucks.
What?
No, it's trash.
Oh
bro.
god!
I've
All
never seen
right,
it.
let's go ahead and wrap it up. I was gonna
Oh,
say this was
jeez.
the best episode ever, but
way.
after that comment,
Dexter's trash, bro.
You
not
believe
trash.
that?
you really
Your whole heart?
you're
I
tried
set
to
on.
watch an
He's
episode.
he's trolling. He's doing that thing you were talking about. That
What's
word
that
that we
word?
can't think
Yeah.
of. That's
Wait,
what he's
the-
doing right now.
Contrarian.
Yeah,
what
and
word?
there it is again.
Yeah.
That one. Say it.
Contrarian.
This is getting out of
Yeah,
hand.
there it is. Yeah.
I was trying to get you guys to explain what the word was again. So we could go back in the exact same circle.
Well, it's like when someone...
Bum bum bum. ba-dum, ba-dum.
Jeez, man. Oh, man. All right.
God dang it.
That's a good note to wrap up on.
Yeah.
And with that, This episode was sponsored. Yeah, this has been Daddy Vibes, and this episode has been sponsored by the 200 million we sent Gaza and condom money.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yes.
you guys.
Wait, did we open the
We got
episode with something, or did we
27 of those
just like
condoms.
jump into it? Do we need an intro?
Our intro
Do we
is
need...
our outro, and our outro is our intro. Clip that and use it on both.
All right, bet.
And then they'll realize it.
And then they'll just like
yes.
realize it.
Dude, you don't get it?
No, because I think the intro is
You don't
when
get it?
No, I don't know what you said.
He's still trying to figure it
The
out.
podcast is just a Christopher Nolan movie.
Exactly. Oh, let me stop this.